Hello everyone, my name is Ivan Petrov and welcome to my channel, The Beauty of Metal, a channel dedicated to exploring what makes metal music special. The reason why I'm making this channel is because I feel like a lot of people have mostly negative beliefs about metal music, that it's being super loud, aggressive, satanic, screamy, that there is nothing good about it basically. Although annoyed, I didn't really pay much attention to those remarks because I just thought that they were superficial and unintelligent. However, I did have a recent experience that had a really negative impact on me. There was someone close to me, someone who I consider to be a really intelligent person as well, tell me that I shouldn't listen to metal music because it's music of suppressed negative emotions and that it's bad for my mental well-being. What was scary in that particular scenario was that that person was actually very serious about what they were saying and they wouldn't back down. So unfortunately I had to end things in there. And I don't know, it does make me feel a bit sad that there are so many people that share similar negative beliefs about metal music. So today I would like to tell that person and everyone else who shares those beliefs the following. Metal music is a lot more than you think. It captures every human emotion from anger to love, from sadness and emotional turmoil to happiness and inner peace. It is music of insane guitar solos, great rhythm and drumming, or voices that can hit the highest pitch, or they can be soft, melodic, and symphonic. I would even argue that there are songs in the metal genre that are absolute musical masterpieces. And when I say that, I mean that there are songs that I would put on the same level as the works of Mozart and Beethoven, as the best movies ever made, like Once Upon a Time in the West, Lord of the Rings, Die Hard, and others. There are certain metal songs that for me are the best works of art, really. It drives me insane that the haters don't realize how much passion there actually goes in the making of metal music. Because if you look into concerts, into live music of metal songs, you can see how much the audience loves the artist and a song, how much the artist loves their audience as well. And when both of those things are combined, that just makes for incredible atmosphere that just transforms the song and makes it 1,000 times better than it already was. Anyway, I've spoken for a long time. I would actually like to show you, whether you're a metal fan or not, why I think metal music is so special. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna play for you one of my favorite songs and I'm gonna go in great detail as to why I think this song is great. So, without further ado, the song that I'm gonna play for you today is called A Run for a Fall by Epica, live at Paradiso.
So, are you guys tired yet? Would you like to hear some more songs? Would you like to hear Run for a Fall?
I absolutely love those few opening seconds of the song because it's incredible how it starts in such a soft and rhythmic manner. It's so welcoming, and the fact that the audience starts to clap straight away, I feel like it adds not only to the atmosphere but to the overall sound of the song. It makes it sound even more incredible than it already is. So anyway, let's carry on. Okay, so we're halfway through the song and there's already so much to unpack. Firstly, Simon's voice is just so incredible, so soft and poetic. I absolutely love it. And I'll talk more about the reasons why I love her voice so much at the end of the song. I also, again, I love the audience interaction, and just to add on that, the fact that they added lighters as well added an extra extra coolness to the song, extra atmosphere. Just really props to all the people who join in there with lighters. And the third reason, like, just I really love the overall sound so far. Like I'm really vibing to it. It's just so nice, relaxing, peaceful. I mean, maybe it did became slightly harder after a minute or two with the bass and with the drum, but it was still, pretty soft. Like it was sounding more like a ballad, like a slow song. And what I love about Run for a Fall is that if this is the first time you listen to this song, is you're gonna think that you're listening to a ballad because it gives you all the signs that you're listening to a ballad. It starts slow. The vocals are very soft as well. They're not too harsh. And we are 3 minutes into the song, halfway through the song, and there is no indication that the song is gonna explode. And normally, if a metal song explodes, it happens within a minute. So we're in 3 minutes and this song should be a ballad, right? Well, just a second, because we have a second singer coming in. Paradiso. Oh! Oh! Wait. I have to replay that part for you, and not because of the egg banging or anything like that, but because I fear that you may have missed something really cool and epic in the song. So I'm gonna replay this last part again, and pay close attention to the keyboard player at the back, Colin Jansen. Just me on that one. Did you see that? Wait a second. Hey, you gotta admit that's some pretty epic headbanging there from Koen Jansen. Anyway, let's carry on. Okay, so yes, this was Run for a Fall by Epica. What a song. Honestly, I've listened to it over 100 times, probably more than 200 times, God knows how many times, but I don't think I'm gonna get tired of it anytime soon. Now, on to the reason as to why I think this song is special, and there are a couple of reasons. There are 5 reasons as to why I enjoy this song so much. The first reason, the first reason is obvious, let's be honest. The first reason is Simone Simmons. I mean, she is what makes Epica so special, in my opinion, because her voice is so beautiful, so melodic. You can tell that she's a talented singer. I can listen to any song with Simone Simmons. She's incredible. And what I love about her as well is that you can tell that her voice is beautiful and that she's also been trained to sing in the style of opera like a soprano. But you can hear it, but at least in this song, in many of Epica songs, she's not trying to show off her voice too much. Like, especially in Run for a Fall, you can tell that her voice is beautiful, but she's not trying to overdo it. Like, there is a subtle beauty to her voice, and that's what I love. Like, in this song, like, you can hear her voice, and that's enough. Like, you can hear the beauty of it. You don't need to hear a high-pitched note or something out of the ordinary to to find out that she's a talented singer. Like you just enjoy her voice, and that's enough. So that's the first reason as to why I think the song is so special. The second reason is the audience. I do think that they add so much into the song by joining in from the very beginning, by clapping, by adding lighters and all of that. And I know that none of those things is uniquely original, but I think it's quite admirable in this case because when Epica were doing this concert at Paradiso, it was just up like a year after they released their second album. So they were still a pretty new band and they still haven't had that much of a following. And even to this day, they are not really the biggest band. They they have songs that are hits with couple million views, but they are not necessarily the most known band in the world, even in the metal world. But what I enjoy during that concert is that it's just after their second album, and you can see that there are already so many dedicated fans to the band, and I love that. I love that people were there from the beginning, and they were tuning in, and they were really listening to the song before the band joined in. The diehard fans, I find it beautiful that they've been there from the very beginning. So that was the second reason as to why I enjoy Epica. The third reason is their use of orchestra, which I find Epica to be really good at. Epica is not the first band to use orchestra in their songs. Maybe Nightwish are the band that is famous for its symphony, for being symphonic metal, basically for creating the symphonic metal genre. But I think that Epica uses it a lot more prominently. Like you can probably hear orchestra in 90% of Epica songs, and it's very elaborate. It's not like just occasionally hearing some backing vocals of an orchestra. It's a lot more like there is this incredible dynamic that it reinforces every part of the song is what I found the orchestra. Like the first half of the song, the way it starts, nice and soft melodic with the guitars, the violins reinforce that part. Then halfway through the song, after the song explodes, the way the backing vocals come in, they add this kind of unsettling feeling into the song. And I love that. I love the orchestra in the song and in Epica. The fourth reason is the guitars and the drumming. I mean, those are some of the main reasons as to why I listen to rock and metal, because I'm an absolute sucker for guitars and for guitar solos. And I have to give it to Mark Jansen and to Aslitter because they are on point all throughout the song. The way they start, like the way they are in rhythm with the sound of the violins, they welcome you into the song in such a beautiful and incredible way. And then when the song explodes halfway through the song, they explode as well. And the sound of the guitars and the drumming is just, it's pure magic. And I must say that second half of the song, one of the heroes is actually the drummer because his drumming is absolutely insane. I mean, it's incredible. And let me show you what I mean by that. I'm gonna play a very short excerpt from the song to show you what I mean. This. Oof. I absolutely love that moment. That drumming is absolutely insane. And what I love about the drumming is that it intensifies the singing by Mark Jansen as well. And you can hear that later on the song. But this is a very nice segue into the fifth and the final reason as to why I love Epic, and that's actually Mark Jansen's voice. He's growling. And this is a bit weird for me to say because usually don't like growling. When I listen to music, I prefer softer vocals. I prefer cleaner vocals. I like to hear what the singer is singing about. And not gonna, I don't think I can listen to a song that is 100% growling. It becomes too harsh for me. And the first time I listened to Epica and to Mark Jansen, I wasn't a big fan. and that's considering that I actually listened to one of their most iconic songs, Cry for the Moon. And I remember I was really enjoying that song. I was enjoying it from the beginning, the way it started with the rhythmic drumming, and then adding Simone's voice, and then adding backing vocals of the symphony, and then the whole orchestra joining in, and then there was this race between the violin and everything, and the song was going really great. I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. And then suddenly Mark Jansen starts to grow. I'm like, what did just happen? Where did that came from? Why was that necessary? Like, I didn't like it. I thought just like with Run for a Fall that the song was gonna be about and it's gonna be nice and soft, and then it hits you with growling that, for me at least, it didn't feel right, and I thought that ruined the song. So I absolutely hated the growling by Mark Jansen, that song. But I said, you know what? I'll listen to Epica for a bit more and see. Maybe I'll like them, maybe not. Let's see what happens. And I'm glad I did, because they really grew on me. Both Epica and Mark Jansen really grew on me. And I think that there is a reason as to why his singing grew on me. Because I don't think that it's just mindlessly growing the way Mark Jansen sings. I think that there's a good reasons as to why he does it. I think that there are two good reasons as to why his growling really suits Epica. So the first reason is that, well, you obviously have Simone Simons, who sings in really incredible and beautiful voice. And then you have Mark Jansen, who is just the conscience of that. Like, his voice is just super harsh, super dark, like the complete opposite of Simone. And this opposition, this conscience, creates a really interesting catharsis that elevates Epica songs and make them stand out more and add extra layer as well. And talking about extra layer, I think that Mark Jansen's vocals combined with Simon's vocals have thematical meaning. I think that the contrast between their singing is also thematical. And what I mean by that is that the way I think about Epica songs is that Simone Simons usually represents the voice of reason or a person who is more vulnerable, while Mark Jansen is the voice of the earth. He's the voice of our darker thoughts, of what we are ashamed of or what we're afraid to say, even if we wanted to. And this is very much the case in Run for a Fall. Now, I'm not gonna get too much into details as to the meaning of the song and the lyrics, because I can probably make an entire video just about the meaning of this song. But in a very simple way, what I'll say about Run for a Fall is that this song is about a person who used to be successful, but due to their own shortcomings, due to their own fault, they experience a massive pitfall that just set them 180 degrees. They are in a really bad place right now. And the song is about how it was that person's fault that this happened. And when Simone is singing that in the first half of the song, she's saying that, but she's also just giving hints. She's saying this is your fault, but she's not giving the reasons as to. But then when Mark Jansen shows up and he starts to grow and he pinpoints the reasons as to why this happened, it is even more effective. The growling really adds to delivering the message of the song of why that person was unsuccessful, why they experienced a pitfall. The growling really nails the point there, and that's why I think why Mark Jansen's growling works really well. And yeah, it's a shame that Epica is not playing this song anymore, but I can't really blame them, because these videos only got like 100,000 views compared to some of the songs that got over 1 million views. So I guess it is to be expected, but still it is a big loss, because for me this might be one of their best songs that they've made. But I do think that their performance in every single aspect, and that is female vocals, male vocals, guitar, drum, is absolutely insane, and the back chorus as well, just, it's absolutely stunning. So to me it doesn't make sense why this song and this live performance, why doesn't it have more views. Anyway, I mean, it is what it is. And there you have it. Those are all the reasons as to why I love Epica. I hope that you enjoyed this song as much as I did. And if you did, please consider to like and subscribe this video, because this might be my first video, but definitely won't be the last. Stay tuned for more.